Okay, so display. This I made the Sodor Polar Express.
Look at this. Oh, look at that mail car at the end.
Yeah, that's for the letters to Santa.
And does Caitlin go around the truck?
Yeah, she's very proud that Sir Topham hat shows her.
Well, luckily it wasn't Connor. He's the last train. Look at this big Polar Express. That's a lot of cars. But only a big engine like Caitlin could end up pulling it. Oh, wow. Oh, Santa popped out. Hi, Santa. Welcome to the North Pole for Thomas and Friends World's Strongest Engine. We asked in our community page which teams you guys wanted to see, and you gave us two teams. Team Red and Green, Chocolate Covered Percy, Talking James, Celebration Percy, Celebration James, Henry, Young Bao, the Flying Scotsman, and Glyn the Coffee Pot. First is Team Crazy Christmas, Christmas Thomas, Snow Covered Gordon, Snow Covered Spencer, Snow Splattered Emily, Christmas Lights Scarloe, Hyperglow Percy, Winter Wonderland Thomas, and Stanley, who's only here because his paint job is white. The engines will be facing down Candy Cane Lane. Are you ready to get going, Liam? First up, it's a battle of the brothers as the Flying Scotsman from Team Red and Green goes up against Snow-Covered Gordon from Team Crazy Christmas. On your marks, get set. Oh, off we go. And look at that, there's a candy barrel coming as the engines collide, and it is a head-on collision for certain. It looks like Scotsman. Oh, there he goes, big advantage there. Pushes Snow-Covered Gordon back, and look at Snow-Covered Gordon. He is going, and he is pushing back now, but I think it's too late. I think that Flying Scotsman has already won this competition. The Scotsman defeating his younger brother, Gordon, too embarrassed to show his face. Next up, let's have Talking James from Team Red and Green versus up against Crazy Christmas Stanley, the only snow-colored engine. On your marks, get set. Go! Off we go! James comes down and pops open. Santa says hello, but James has to carry on the candy cane lane as he meets up with Stanley. Stanley originally gets a little bit of a push, but here comes James, the big red engine going through, and he will win as he goes through the factory and pushes onto the candy. Bye-bye, Stanley. And the number 5 engine with that giant tender of his has eliminated Stanley. Good job, Talking James. There's a lot to boast about. Next battle, we have Young Bao, who Dad always thought was very Christmas-like with that tiger of his, going up against Snow-Covered Spencer with that big Santa's beard on him, looking very snowy. On your marks, get set, go! Off we go, and he will open and say hi to Santa. Young Bao coming down Candy Cane Lane, going over, and he will... Whoa, look at Spencer. It's got to be the beard, folks, as Spencer finally takes one home. Congratulations, Spencer, our first winner from Team Crazy Christmas. Another classic battle, we have Celebration Percy with his green and red paintwork going up against Thomas. This is Christmas Thomas, who sings Christmas carols. On your marks, get set, go! And here comes Christmas Thomas as he unleashes the candy barrel, meets up with Percy, singing Christmas carols, but it is Percy, Celebration Percy for the win, pushes him back to the workshop. Very quick, one-sided battle. Congratulations, Celebration Percy. Next up, it's a battle of the green engines. We have Henry, who's all green with a little bit of red on him, going up against, I think this is actually paint-covered Emily, but we'll pretend that's snow and call her Snow-Covered Emily for Team Crazy Christmas. On your marks, get set, go! Here comes Henry going through saying hi to Santa at Santa's workshop, but Emily meets him about halfway at ball, but instantly she's got too much ice on the tracks. Oh no, it looks like she's actually getting caught on the bridge there. Henry's pushing her, but she's backing up and she won't go back any further. They'll get her back on track, and that's going to be enough. Oh no, Henry's banging. Candy cane lane seems a little bit, man. This is what happens when you make a track out of candy canes, folks. Everything melts in your hand. These guys are all over the place. We're going to give this win to Henry. We thought this would be a great battle. Unfortunately, Emily decided to get derailed, and then Henry decided to follow suit. Next up, we got Chocolate Covered Percy representing Team Red and Green going up against Scarloe, and we have Christmas lights all over him. This is going to be fun. On your marks, get set, go! Off we go. Chocolate Covered Percy. I think he has chocolate in his gears. He's going slow, but here comes Scarloe, and Scarloe gets onto him, but it's Chocolate Covered Percy. Oh, it looks like he is full of chocolate, folks. He's got the energy to push Scarlowi, that little narrow gauge engine. Oh, Scarlowi starts pushing back, but not enough for Percy. They seem pretty evenly out here on this icy track here at Candy Cane Lane. They're back and forth and back. I think that's Scarlowi. Now it's chocolate covered Percy again. Pushing it back, and will he go into the tunnel? Oh, almost. That was almost a win for Percy. Percy with his chocolate covered goodness, guys. I bet you he tastes delicious. All that chocolate syrup. It looks like Scarlowi now pushing back hard. Wow, Scarlowi over the halfway point. And we're going in. Will he go through Santa's workshop? But he does. What a come from behind victory. Congratulations, Scarlowi. And it's a come from behind victory, folks, as Christmas Lights Scarlowi takes out chocolate covered Percy. What a great battle. Next up, a battle of the #1 engines as Glenn the Coffee Pot takes on Winter Wonderland Thomas with that giant snow shovel. I think that's going to be a big advantage. On your marks. Get set. Go! Off we go, Glenn the Coffee Pot. And that's what Santa needs is some coffee. Thomas going extra slow, but he's got that. Oh man, look at that. Oh, and I knew it, Thomas. Unreal, look at this. Undermines the coffee pot. And there's one rule of the kitchen, folks. Don't undermine the coffee. Thomas, are you okay? He's just toying with Glenn now. I don't think there's any way Glenn can win, but we released the candy cane barrel here.
I think Thomas had a bit too much caffeine.
Yeah, all he needs is a little bit of help, and there we go. Thomas, and look, oh, the snow shovel got caught there. He just wants to plow snow, folks. Glenn the Coffee Pot, something's brewing up in him. It doesn't much matter, though. Thomas goes on. And the final battle of the first round has James going up against Percy. This is another red versus green. This is really good. On your marks, get set, go! And here they are, Celebration James. Whoa, he's going way too fast. Hyperglow Percy meets him. Oh, look at that, Hyperglow Percy started going, but it is, wow, it is all over as James has derailed Percy. Celebration James with that outstanding paintwork has taken care of Hyperglow Percy. Welcome to second round action, folks. Team Red and Green definitely ahead with 5 as Team Crazy Christmas only has 3 engines left on track. Who do you want first, son?
Flying Scotsman versus Spencer.
Up next, it is another battle of the great race as Flying Scotsman. Hey, look, it looks like he's pushing up steam, but it looks like he's pushing out snow there. Goes up against Snowy Spencer with that beard of his. Let's see what happens. On your marks. Get set. Go! And off we go. Spencer doesn't even upset Santa. My goodness, but he beats Flying Scotsman.
You should have seen that, Daddy. The barrel was spinning on one of his tenders.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry I missed that, but it looks like it's too little too late. Spencer has pushed Flying Scotsman back to the factory, and that is it for the Scotsman. Wow, that was a great battle. Congratulations, Spencer. Looks like it must be the beer that makes him so weird. Next up, let's have Talking James going up against Thomas. It's that snow shovel that he loves so much that I'm worried about, folks. On your marks, get set, go! And here comes James, and he says hi to Santa as he goes on through. Look at Thomas, he's got unleashed the barrel, and it is James now pushing on Thomas. Let's see if Thomas can get underneath him. I don't think he can. I think that shovel's pretty sharp in there. James struggling, he's talking too much, as now he's not only pushing Thomas, but a barrel of candy canes, it looks like, folks. And that is it. Thomas has gone under James, but it is too late as they've already gone past the workshop. And here we have James, the splendid number 5 engine, and he has eliminated Crazy Christmas Thomas, Winter Wonderland. My goodness. Next battle, we got Christmas Lights Scarlowi and Celebration Percy in a red versus green. This is very Christmassy. On your marks, get set, go! Off we go. Christmas Lights Percy says hello to Santa Claus, comes on down Candy Cane Lane, and here is Celebration Percy, who has lost to celebrate because he's about to eliminate Scarlowi, and he does. Hi, Santa. Whoa. Scarlowi pushes back, but yeah, Percy says, I'm going to the North Pole. Back to the North Pole for you, Magoo. It is Celebration Percy going on to the next round. And the final battle of the second round has Celebration James being all red, looking up against his teammate, Henry, who's all green. Wow, everything is turning out red and green in this battle. On your marks, get set, go! Off we go. Henry comes through, says hello to Santa Claus, goes through the candy canes and meets up with Celebration James, who's very dominant right away. And look at this, Celebration James has already eliminated Henry, pushing him all the way back to the North Pole. And my goodness, what a battle this has turned. At least they didn't get into the hills. Holy moly. Congratulations, Celebration James. Lots to celebrate as two Jameses have made it into the Final Four. And welcome to the Final Four. Here we have Snow-Covered Spencer, the last known engine to be competing with Team Crazy Christmas, up against Celebration James, Celebration Percy, and Talking James, who are all representatives of Team Red and Green. But first, Ace the race car has a message. Are you ready, Race?
Go! Let's try Mr. Percival. Mr. Percival is better than Sir Topham Hatt.
I think the message is, let's not drive fast on icy tracks. First race of the Final Four, we have Talking James going up against Snowy Spencer. Let's see what happens. On your marks, get set, go! Off we go, and it is Talking James saying hi to Santa Claus. But here comes Spencer, hair straight back, and oh my goodness, look at this. James is pushing Spencer. I would not have guessed this. As they are going through, a candy cane barrel has been falling down, and it is James that has eliminated Spencer. Spencer can't believe his snow. Snow-covered Spencer eliminated. It is Talking James with the win, hair straight back, but who will he face? Let's find out. As we have a battle of the Celebration engines, it is Celebration James up against Celebration Percy to celebrate the celebration of celebrations. On your marks, get set, go! Off we go. Here comes James, and he will come down. There's the barrel of candy canes. But they have met it. Oh my goodness, look at this. That was so fast.
It's like James has an invisible snowplow.
Percy got underneath James, but it was too much. James is ahead, and Percy has gotten derailed. Celebration Percy did absolutely wonderful, coming in second place for Team Red and Green. But today's big winner is definitely Celebration James, who is pulling the gifts. Santa Claus and Liam trying to catch up with a barrel of candy canes. James, congratulations, lots to celebrate as he goes around Candy Cane Lane, up and down the hills. And Liam is trying to catch up, but James has lots to celebrate his world's strongest engine here at the North Pole. James, the red painted engine, had a very shiny paint job. And whenever you saw him,
you would say he's carrying stuff.
Oh, we lost the candy canes again.